When people talk about this like work-life balance thing, what they mean is the parts of their personality that want to do well at school or do well at work are conflicting with the parts of them that just want to relax or spend time with their family and friends. Now, this whole idea of your personality as consisting of parts works beautifully when there's a leader in charge. Think of yourself on your best day. You're calm, you're centered. Life isn't perfect, but you feel like I am in charge of this thing that I walk around in. You can take in all of the different pieces of advice coming at you, and you can make decisions. When the leader is in charge, that's when you can power down the screen at 3 in the morning instead of doom scrolling. That's when you can put down the bottle after the second drink or the first. When the leader is in charge, our lives work just fine. But unfortunately, that does not always happen. Just like a company with no leader, just like a team with no coach, or just like a house full of children with no parents, when the leader goes offline, chaos ensues. Has anyone ever felt like this in your head? Where it's just a constant battle of I need to do this and I want to do this and I'm not doing this and I really should be doing this. When the leader goes offline, that's when we get into symptoms, struggles, challenges, addictions, all of the things that we struggle with. Now, here's where things get really, really interesting. There's another group of parts that comes online when your leader goes offline. And those are your safety parts. Show of hands, was anyone in this room ever taught about safety parts of the brain? Nobody. Or if you have and your hand's not up, nobody was taught this stuff. I sure wasn't. We're not taught that when the leader goes offline, a team called the safety team comes online. Now, the safety team in your brain has one job and one job only. It does not care about your relationships. It does not care about your goals or your career. It doesn't care about your friends. Your safety team cares about one thing and one thing only, and that is preserving life. Most people, myself included, were never taught that the human brain is not wired for happiness, and it's not wired for productivity or success. The human brain is wired for survival at all costs. And if you're sitting in this room, that's because your safety team has done its job and it has done it well. Now, most of us are actually really familiar with the members of our safety team, but we know them by different names. Meet your safety team. Now, these are all the parts of ourselves that most of us were taught to hate or fear or try to kill or get rid of, right? The inner critic, the part of you that screams at you all day. What's its job? To keep you small so you don't do anything or risk anything so you don't die. Your overreactor, the parts of you that go to level 10 when the situation is like a 2. The parts of you that are perfectionistic or procrastinate or avoid. All of these parts of your brain have a job to do, and that is to keep you safe. Now, everyone starts to get a little angry when I teach this. Like, are you saying it's okay that I'm procrastinating because that's my safety team? No. I am saying that it's the parts of ourselves that we were taught to hate that are working on our behalf to keep us alive. Again, your safety team doesn't care if you feel terrible. Your safety team cares about you surviving in the wild, because that's what brains are designed to do. Now, the question people usually ask is, well, why is my safety team coming out when clearly I'm fine, I'm safe, there's nothing wrong? Like, what is my problem? But keep in mind, just like your personality is made of parts, so is your brain. Your logic, everything is fine parts, are not the same as your, oh my God, we are going to die parts. And in a fight between your safety parts and your logic parts, your safety team will win every single time. And if you've ever tried to think your way out of making a dumb decision or tried to think your way into feeling motivated and it didn't work, it's not because there's anything wrong with you. It's because your safety team has taken over.